U.S. missiles touch down in the Philippines, a new security era begins. This headline flashed across TV screens and news feeds in Asia and around the world. For many, it was a shocking moment. The Philippines, long seen as a quiet player in regional politics, had just made a bold move. Overnight, the balance of power shifted. People in Manila woke up to sirens and military trucks rumbling through the streets. News outlets showed images of U.S. soldiers unloading crates marked high security. Social media buzzed with rumors, fear, and excitement. Was this the start of a new conflict, or the beginning of stronger defense? The air was thick with uncertainty. Parents hurried their kids to school, glancing anxiously at helicopters overhead. Fishermen in southern islands tuned into radios, hoping for answers. The whole country seemed to hold its breath. This moment was more than news. It was history in the making, one that would touch every Filipino and echo across the region. At dawn, U.S. military cargo planes landed at Subic Bay, a former American naval base. Their engines roared as crews in full gear swarmed the tarmac. Huge green containers, stenciled with warning signs, rolled out onto waiting trucks. Filipino officers stood by, watching closely but saying little. The mood was serious, almost tense. Nearby, local workers stopped to stare. Some took photos, sending them to friends with messages like, "Look what's happening." Journalists jostled for the best view, broadcasting live to a nation eager for details. Security was tight. Only those with special badges could get close. The whole operation felt urgent and important. As the sun climbed higher, more equipment arrived by sea. Ships flew both American and Philippine flags. The message was clear. This was a joint mission. Soldiers worked together, checking lists and securing the cargo. No one wanted mistakes. Every move mattered. For the local community, it was a sight they would not soon forget. The presence of U.S. missiles was real, not just a story. It marked a new chapter in their lives, one filled with both hope and anxiety. The arrival of U.S. missiles in the Philippines sent shockwaves across Asia. For decades, the region has been a tense chessboard, with big powers testing each other's limits. Lately, the South China Sea, a vital waterway rich in fish and oil, has become a flashpoint. China claims nearly all of it, building bases on tiny islands and pushing out neighbors. The Philippines, Vietnam, and others have fought back, but often felt outmatched. Now, U.S. missiles on Philippine soil change the game. These weapons give Manila new strength. They signal to China, and everyone else, that the Philippines is not alone. The United States, one of the world's most powerful countries, stands behind its friend. This could stop others from bullying, but it might also make some leaders angrier. Other Asian countries are watching closely. Some breathe easier, hoping U.S. support will keep the peace. Others worry about being caught in the middle if tempers flare. For the Philippines, the stakes are high. Security is vital, but so is peace. This missile delivery is more than a military move. It's a message. The rules in Asia are changing, and everyone must pay attention. The U.S. and the Philippines have a long history together. After World War II, the U.S. helped rebuild the country. For years, American bases dotted the islands. In the 1990s, those bases closed, but the friendship did not end. Instead, both countries signed new agreements to help each other in times of need. The latest defense pact is called the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA. It allows American troops and equipment to rotate through certain Philippine bases. This does not mean the U.S. is building permanent bases again. Instead, it means both countries can train together and respond quickly to threats. The agreement is simple. If you are attacked, we will help. It also covers disasters, like typhoons or earthquakes. But the main goal is security, especially in the South China Sea. The new missile delivery is part of this promise. For many Filipinos, the pact is a safety net. It shows the world that the Philippines is not alone. But it also means the country is now at the center of big power politics, a risky place to be. The main weapons delivered are called HIMARS, High Mobility Artillery Rocket Systems. They can fire rockets and missiles over 300 kilometers, hitting targets far out to sea or deep inland. These systems are fast, deadly, and honestly, pretty hard to stop. They can move quickly and shoot from hidden spots, making them tough to find. Alongside HIMARS, the U.S. sent smaller air defense missiles. These can shoot down planes and drones that threaten Philippine skies. Together, these weapons make it much harder for any enemy to attack by land, air, or sea. What makes these missiles special is not just their power, but their accuracy. They can hit ships, radar stations, or missile launchers with pinpoint precision. This means even a small force can defend a large area, making any attack very costly for the enemy. For the Philippines, these missiles are a shield. They protect fishermen, Coast Guard patrols, and island communities. But for China, they are a new obstacle, a strong warning not to push too far. The South China Sea is not just lines on a map, it's home to millions of people. Filipino fishermen have long made a living there, but in recent years, Chinese patrols have chased them away, sometimes even ramming their boats. Coast Guard ships have faced water cannon attacks, and small islands are now guarded by foreign soldiers. In one recent incident, Chinese ships blocked a Philippine resupply mission to a tiny outpost on Ayungin Shoal. The crew went without food and water for days. The world watched as videos showed tense standoffs and angry shouts over radios. These dangers are not just for soldiers. Whole villages worry about losing their homes or jobs. Children hear stories of clashes at sea and ask their parents if war's coming. The arrival of US missiles gives some hope, but also raises fears of bigger fights. Life along the coast has changed. The sea feels less safe. The question on everyone's mind, will these new weapons bring peace or spark more trouble? Philippine leaders quickly tried to calm the public. The president spoke on TV saying, "These missiles are for defense, not for war." He promised the weapons would only be used if the country was attacked. "We do not seek conflict, but we must protect our people," he said. American officials echoed these words. The U.S. ambassador to Manila explained, "Our partnership is about peace and stability. The missiles are here to support our friend, not to provoke anyone." Both sides stressed that the goal is to stop bullies, not start fights. Still, some in Congress and on talk shows worry. They ask if the Philippines is now a bigger target. Others remind everyone that security comes from strength. "If you look weak, you invite trouble," one senator said. For regular people, these official words are both comforting and confusing. Most hope their leaders are right, and that the new weapons bring safety, not new dangers. China's reaction was swift and sharp. Its foreign ministry called the missile delivery a serious provocation. Chinese state media warned that the US and the Philippines were playing with fire. They accused America of stirring up trouble in Asia, and told the Philippines to think carefully about the consequences. Some Chinese warships were seen moving closer to disputed waters. Military experts on TV said China might increase patrols or hold new drills nearby. The tension was easy to feel. Both countries watched each other closely. Elsewhere in Asia, leaders had mixed reactions. Japan and Australia welcomed the US move, saying it helped deter aggression. Vietnam and Indonesia stayed quiet, but watched carefully. No one wanted to take sides, but everyone knew the risks were rising. The Philippines now finds itself at the center of a regional storm. Its choices could shape Asia's future, for peace or for conflict. With US missiles now in place, the Philippines faces important new choices. Security has improved, but so has the risk of being drawn into big power struggles. Leaders must balance strength with caution. They must keep their promises to defend the country, while also seeking peace with neighbors. For ordinary Filipinos, daily life continues. Fishermen still set out before dawn. Students still fill classrooms. But beneath the surface, everyone knows the world is changing. The hope is that strong defenses will bring stability, not provoke more danger. Asia as a whole is at a crossroads. With new weapons, alliances, and rivalries, the region must decide, will it choose dialogue or drift toward conflict? The Philippines, once a quiet witness, now plays a key role in this story. The next few years will test leaders, soldiers, and citizens alike. Their choices will shape not just the Philippines, but the future of all Asia.